Hello, thank you for visiting my channel. My name is Justiniano Alves and I am a senior Sitecore developer. In this video demo, I'm gonna walk you through how to enable your Active Directory, Azure Active Directory with Sitecore Identity Server. As you know, Sitecore Identity Server is the server that handles all the Sitecore CMS authentication. It is capable to authenticate user to the Sitecore CMS using all different type identity providers such as Okta, such as Facebook, Azure Active Directory, and list is go on. Okay. So, but in this video demo, I'm gonna only be focused on the Azure Active Directory. Okay, I'm gonna do step by step in this video what I have done in my past project where I was working with a client to help them enable the Azure Active Directory with the Sitecore Identity Server. Okay, so now I'm gonna share my desktop screen. And then as you see, I'm already authenticate on my Azure account. I'm just using my Sitecore Azure account for this demo. And what we're gonna do first is create our Azure Active Directory. And then here in this option, you have the Azure Active Directory. Just click on it. So I have to go here first. You just click create a resource. That's the step you need to do. Create a resource. And then when you create a resource, on the search box, the marketplace, put Azure Active Directory. Okay, that's the one. Okay, and then I'm gonna, after I select that, I'm gonna click create. Okay, the name of your organization, I'm gonna use for the name Accenture Active Directory. Okay, and then there's the domain. I'm gonna give the initial for this domain. I'm gonna use the same. Okay, that one. And then the region, I'm gonna remain as a United States. Just put create that. Okay, we'll take a couple minutes to running to create that. So just bear a second with me while he's doing that. So when we create this Active Directory, the next thing you might want to do is to manage your user, your groups, okay? And then you can register your application, because when you register application, you're gonna get the client, the tenant ID, and the client secret key. Those information you're gonna be use them on your Sitecore Identity Server in order to enable the Sitecore Identity Server to connect and authenticate the user through the Azure Active Directory. Okay, and one thing, on the Azure we don't have roles, we have groups. But those groups, you can do the configuration where you're gonna be doing the mapping, where you're gonna map in the groups with the Sitecore rules. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how you do that, but that is something maybe we're gonna do in the next video. So the Active Directory is ready, so I'm gonna click here to manage it. Okay, so now we're gonna take this screen. As you see, X8HD, which stands Accenture Active Directory. So here, as you see, it's just a simple Active Directory. It does not have anything. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna register my application app, because when you register Apple, you're gonna get those information that I mentioned in order to be able for user, for Sitecore Identity Server, to be able to authenticate user through the Azure Active Directory. Let's register app. I'm gonna register app. Name of my app is Accenture Active Directory. Since I'm gonna use the Sitecore 9, I'm gonna put Sitecore 9.2. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna use this as a single tenant. I don't want to use this app for the multiple tenants. I'm gonna just use for single one. and the app. So I'm gonna the redirect URL. I'm gonna add later the redirect URL, but the my app domain, I'm gonna just come up with the one here is the extension dev. This is my app domain. Okay, it's working. Register. Okay, so my app is registered. As you see here, you have the client ID, you have the tenant ID, which is those information you're gonna be using to enable. And one thing that it's very important before you move on to the next step is you must have to look on your Active Directory. You might have to look in the user to check the user you have. And also another thing you might want to look into that to make sure works fine is the group, to see if you have any group. So you don't have any group. I'm gonna, at this point, I'm gonna create one group, okay? And this group here, okay, the security group, and then the name I'm gonna call the administrator, okay? All admin, all Sitecore admin, let's put it that way. Okay, and then I'm gonna, let's give one owner here, which is me. I'm gonna select, yeah. Okay, members, I'm gonna add myself to this member. Oh, let me just, okay, let's see, I'm gonna add myself to as a member to this group. Okay, create. So now we have a group, but you can create as many group you want. Like for example, I'm gonna create as a developer. I'm gonna create one which is very interesting, which is the content author. And then all content, all Sitecore content authors. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna add myself. The good thing is because I do not have it's not a be a good for test because I am on the I'm on more than one roles, the group actually, so it might not be good for test. But if you have a user which belong to different, so only content author, that's how you add them. Okay, but this is just a demo for test, and I just want to have more than one role, so when I come with a video where I'm gonna do the mapping, you will understand how the mapping works. Okay, but just for now, that's all I want to do is create my Active Directory and register my app, and after register my app, create some groups, which means Sitecore roles. Okay, in the next video, what I'm gonna be trying to do is to enable the Sitecore, the Active Directory on the Sitecore Identity Provider. Okay, and there's a change that I will be doing on this Active Directory in order for them to work properly. Okay, so stay tuned, and the next video you will see how I'm gonna do the change on the Sitecore Identity configuration file to enable Azure Active Directory. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, and if you find this helpful, please thumbs up and like, and also take in consideration to subscribe to my channel, because once in a while I'm gonna upload more video with all this technical content that could be relevant to you. Okay, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.